been over 30 years since the Ghostbusters first assured us they weren't afraid of no ghosts. And now Jason Reitman is behind the wheel of Ecto-1 for the franchise's fourth film, Ghostbusters Afterlife. They've dropped a new trailer and with it, more clues that point to the return of an old Ghostbusters foe.
You guys hear that?
The trailer opens on scenic shots of Summerville, Oklahoma. The franchise has ditched the hustle of Manhattan for the bucolic bustle of a Midwestern farm town. We immediately know McKenna Grace's Phoebe is a smart kid because of her Egon-ish hair and glasses, and the fact that her mom, Carrie Coon's Callie, is having trouble connecting with her. Callie tells Paul Rudd's seismologist Mr. Gooberson this on what we hope is a date, because if there are some Scott Lang Proxima Midnight smooches in this movie, then our fanfiction won't feel like a waste of time. Either way, it seems Callie has moved their kids from the city out to this spooky old farmhouse her father left to them. Jason Reitman told IGN he wanted the film to unfold like a mystery, and this is where it starts.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Happily, cinema's most fashionable receptionist, Janine Melnitz, is here to drop hints. She says that Callie's father wasn't the best housekeeper and tees up a wonderful shot of the Ecto-1 under a tarp in the barn. But we don't know what Callie's relationship to Janine is. Is Janine her mom? If so, is Egon Callie's father? Janine clearly had eyes for Egon in the first film, but hooked up with Louis Tully in the 1989 sequel, so there's a chance Phoebe and Finn Wolfhard's Trevor are actually Louis Tully's grandkids. With what Jason Reitman has said about his own personal journey with this film, about finding his own place among the Ghostbusters in his father's legacy, Louis Tully's arc in Ghostbusters 2 about finding the courage to pick up the proton pack might just be Jason Reitman's most personal connection to the franchise, in which case, continuing the story of the Tully children picking up the mantle of busting ghosts might have been his way into cracking this long-awaited sequel. It is clear, though, as Reitman confirmed to IGN, Janine cared for Egon into his old age, whether she had children with him or not, and the mysterious house is not only a piece of the familial puzzle the kids are having to put together, but it's also important to the mysterious spooks, specters, or ghosts rumbling the town.
A town with no fault lines is shaking on a daily basis.
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
Moving into the what was Egon doing here side of the mystery, the trailer has a handful of clues here as well. As Jason Reitman pointed out to us, the antenna-riddled house was meant to emulate the top of the Ecto-1, so the house was definitely kitted out with ghost detecting and monitoring devices. We also get a shot of the iconic pink streaks moving through town, the same pink streaks that flew across Manhattan when Walter Pencilneck Peck shut down the containment grid, releasing previously busted ghosts into the 5 boroughs. This seems to indicate that Egon had built a containment unit there in Somerville to keep something at bay, a unit that he maintained until he died and has since become unstable. That Egon would have moved to Somerville in his later years to keep a lid on some of these ghostly machinations would speak to both sides of the mystery Reitman will unfold with the film. Both why the Spangler family has become fractured and didn't know about Egon or his ghost-busting days, and why ghosts are descending on Somerville. So perhaps the psychokinetic energy Egon's containment unit was keeping at bay grew to the size of an enormous Twinkie, causing the earthquakes that Paul Rudd is there to investigate before rumbling its way to freedom. If that's the case, then the question remaining is, whose psychokinetic energy was Egon keeping at bay? In a previous trailer, we saw the kids walking into Shandor Mines, a reference to Ivo Shandor, architect of Dana Barrett's apartment building and Gozer the Gozerian superfan. The trailer seems to follow the kids further into the mines to find...
Let me guess. Gozer worshippers.
This temple is full of Gozer iconography, from the pyramid to the flat top, and whatever gets released here has the same arm and head shape as the figures at the bottom of the shrine in the temple. This trailer makes it clear that the Goz will be putting the moves on Phoebe and Trevor's would-be hometown. But the trailer is full of other signs that, like the first trailer, continue to point towards Gozer's return. This mountain has a similar swirling cloud of doom feel as the one above Central Park in 1984. This awesome practical ghost is clearly a miner that's been released back into Somerville after being trapped in Shandor Mines for who knows how long. These terror dogs, including the spooky new spectral form, are minions of the Destructor. Again, as Jason Reitman told us, he wants the film to unfold like a mystery. So, finding the source of the earthquakes and discovering the true significance of family and legacy will be at the heart of this movie, and it all revolves around Egon. What other clues will the kids find along the way that lead them to these discoveries? Personally, I think there's one in this picture. I mean, look at Egon's hand there. Doesn't it look a little bit Photoshopped to you? What's he holding? I say it's a clue. Thanks, guys. Let us know what you think is going on in the new trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife, and be sure to check out our breakdown with co-writer and director Jason Reitman, then go Easter egg hunting in the trailer again. And if Bustin makes you feel good, subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.